everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On second down, here's Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. Detroit. Here we go now. Green.
Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Let's go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th with Keenum. And he finds Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's got it up and through. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Bortles. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly, but overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So possession one ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right on the 30-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts. Really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 15 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Give. This is Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job. There's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Keenum looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. Third down here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
12 yards there as they move the chains. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Keenum, incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Keenum now on second down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Hearns left side. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. They'll roll him out right. But he's got it to Hearns. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hearns in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he is knocked down from the side.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's got some space here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. To throw on second down is Keenum. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, it's Keenum. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Gun! Now let's go!
Out of the gun, Keenum. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the return